the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Ducks ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He's changing the play. Here's Underwood to throw. Stepping to the right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Marsh. Turns it on in midfield. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Hey, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Turns it upfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Throwing, Underwood. Looking down the middle. Working that left side. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Fresh set of downs going up top. Reels it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Underwood. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's more. Out wide left, it's Johnson. At midfield, he's got room. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Dante Moore. They get to him as he throws. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The give. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long right here. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And as he throws, on target over the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Underwood. Working that left side now. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
3rd and long coming up. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Makes the grab. There he goes. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Here's Underwood to throw. Rush right in his face. He sacked this defense all over him.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drop.
There he goes to the left. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Moore. To the end zone, and is picked off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing, Underwood. Short pass. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Makes the grab on the left. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Man, you can just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Look out! Just gets rid of that one.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Underwood. Extending the play. Takes a hit as he fires. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throwing more. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Drops back on first down. Left side is Stewart. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Fresh center downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dante Moore. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moore to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. Moore. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And here's the third interception of the night. Takes it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 6 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Red Raiders, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Throwing more. Out wide right, it's Hill. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Moore will throw. Turns it upfield. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Snags it. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Moore to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a tight end down the gut. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Right down the middle. Looking for the goal line. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Ducks! That one will give them the lead. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's a great start to this second half. That's what you talked about in the locker room at halftime. Don't let them create momentum. Don't let them start to create a comeback. Come back on this first drive, set the tone. The defense doing that right off the bat.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They'll come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. One final period to play. We'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Can't get him to the ground.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. They give it back to him. Swamped immediately.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And after that incompletion on third and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
And he got it! Tie ball game here in the fourth.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Hits inside. It's Davison. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
In the gun on third down, Moore. Right side, it's Davison. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that is exactly what you want on third down defense, man. You want to drop back, and you want to make sure the ball doesn't get pushed down the field past the sticks, and then you rally up and tackle. Now, it's sometimes easier said than done, but he does a great job breaking on the football, making sure he doesn't get the first down. Really good team defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Dante Moore. Got it. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And this is a big drive for this offense. Man, late in this football game, you need completions, but let's not forget to work the sidelines. Make sure we get first downs. Huge drive coming.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. Man, does that hurt this defense at this point in the game to get called for the PI? Absolutely brutal. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Moore to the air. Moving out to the right. Unleashes one. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Turning it on. The 20. He's at the 10.
Juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul? Gets the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
And back to the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Finds his target down the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And even though his team is trailing, this guy has stepped up time and time again for his offense. Already over 100 yards and now comes up with a massive play in a 2-minute situation.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Second and long here. Throwing Moore. Unleashes one deep. Into the end zone for a touchdown. And now just 1 point away from a tie.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing Underwood. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Underwood. He rifles one deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Again, it's Underwood. Shoots it to the left. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Got room on the return. And a great effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got more football ahead. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Looking for an alley. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Sends it downfield. If he runs this back, this game's over. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Moore will throw. Out wide right, it's Hill. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davison. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
3rd down. Any kind of score wins it. They want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Not just do you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. Here comes the field goal unit, and they can win it with a chip shot. It's good! A walk-off field goal, and he gets it done in OT.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.